Oh, we're not punching. Oh, we're not punching. Hello, hello, hello. Great, beautiful, blessed afternoon. It is Monday, September 1st. What do you mean it's September 1st? Yes, it's September 1st. I also can't believe it because where did the summer go? Okay, happy Labor Day. Thank you so much for being here. I know people are out on trips and whatever, and, ending the last little bit of their summer vacations. And I was wearing pink, but then my mom was like, it's Labor Day. Why aren't you wearing white? And I was like, oh no, I put on something white. I don't actually go by any of those rules, but I just felt self-conscious. Don't talk about me. But if you don't even know who I am, welcome. My name is Tenille, and I am your loopy bestie as of right now. I help women who've been diagnosed with lupus or other chronic illness go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. And today we got a treat. Okay, so last week, remember we had Dr. Nichelle. She's a psychotherapist. Not last week, the week before, but last guest we had. And that was incredible. I was like, what? Like, I had no idea. I knew there was correlation between like what you're feeling. Oh, excuse me, sorry. What you're feeling, what you're thinking, and your health, your actual health, right? And she blew it out the water with explaining that. So now I have a sister, cousin, auntie friend, a family friend who her father was my godfather. So I've known her my entire life, and her name is Sharon. So she has another Sharon that they have a show together, and she had been telling me like, oh, come meet everybody. And I was like, yeah. And I eventually went to meet, and the show was incredible. They had a bunch of guests, and it was just like super professional, and like the people there were just like very much like, when you walk into a room and you can feel that the people are there to better themselves, and they're not just there to like brag or just be like, I don't know. There's podcast bros and there's podcast people who just, they don't do anything. These people are doing stuff. Okay. So let me tell you about this person that I'm about to introduce you to. So I went to their show called Speak Harmony, and I was blessed because it was an amazing show. She also has another show called The Heart Lady because her name is Sharon the Heart Lady. Okay. I was on her show recently also. She's amazing. She is going to tell you all the things about hypnosis and things that you can do with hypnosis that I had never heard of. I was like completely clueless. So I'm excited for us to all learn from this wonderful, sweet, amazing lady that I've just recently met, but my sister, cousin, auntie friend had told me that she's amazing. And I just got to find out. So y'all get to find out. You're lucky. You're welcome. So introducing Sharon, the Heart Lady.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I feel like we've been friends for a while. We shared the same heart. We met up and saw each other at another workshop, and we were like, oh, hey.
Yes.
So we are totally in alignment. And I thank you for the invite. And
yes, please let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and what you do, because you do so much. Tell them all the things.
Yes, I'm a typical Jamaican who wears a couple of hats. However, for right now, what I do is I work with couples and do workshops. So let me say, misunderstandings usually turn into arguments, right? Silence replaces the conversation, or sometimes there's yelling and cussing and slamming at the doors. Then it ends up with what happens? Strange relationships, emotional exhaustion, and just feeling unheard.
Mm-hmm.
So What I do, I give guidance to couples, I facilitate workshops and teams to help turn those conflicts into meaningful conversations. And I
Mm,
use simple, practical strategies, including assessments and various holistic modalities to help them understand their self first, because relationship always starts with relationship of yourself first. And
mhm.
then I'm able to help you assess what your communication style is, what your argument style, what your how do you say sorry? You know, people have heard of the five love languages, but there are five apology languages as well.
What?
And you know, yes.
Where's
And
that
once
book? I've never heard of that.
Yes. And once you understand how you show up in conflict and to be able to recognize other people's styles, then everything shifts for you.
Wow.
And so what I do is more than teach better communication. The results are really renewed relationships, stronger emotional resilience. And so
Mhm.
therefore your coworkers, your families, your partners begin to trust each other. Marriages thrive. Individuals finally feel self-assured, and they have the ability to express themselves without that blame, shame, shutting down, right? Tenille, that shutting down. A
Mhm.
lot of couples come to me and say, well, they just emotionally shut down.
That's the
And so,
easiest thing to do.
yeah, shut down. But, I'd really like to talk about the power and the benefits of hypnosis.
Mhm.
And
I've
so,
been to hypnosis shows on like on cruise ships and stuff, and they make you do weird things. So, yes.
yeah, no, 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 no. So that's called stage hypnosis, and it strictly is for entertainment. And I
Mhm.
can let you in on the little secret about stage hypnosis.
Okay,
So
what's
what
that?
they do is they already preview the audience, and they see who is more susceptible, who's clowning, who's acting out. And those are usually the people they pick to go on stage. And they are more
Mm,
susceptible to suggestions. I'm not saying that the hypnotist um, is doing real hypnosis. But in a crowd, on TV and whatnot, people are really more suggestible. So you think about the class clown, you think about the person or the child that likes to act up just for attention. Usually those are the ones on stage. But
okay.
what I'm talking about is hypnosis from a clinical and therapeutic point of view. And so
Okay.
I am a hypnotherapist. And I thought that since I know that your platform deals a lot with, you talk a lot about chronic pain and you talk about your story.
Mhm.
I, m- my intention is to be able to break the myths around hypnosis. It is a science, evidence based modality that really supports healing from pain, healing various things, such as reducing anxiety and stress, excellent, such
Yeah.
as losing weight, to help someone to stop smoking, to help someone in either acute pain or chronic pain. So it's a definite adjunct to other modalities, and I've seen positive results when I tell you that a lot of people, when they think of hypnosis, they're like, oh my gosh, this is some kind of devil thing or some,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no. Uh, uh,
I actually told somebody that I was having a hypnotherapist on my show, and she was like, don't let her in your brain, because that like things are gonna happen." I was like, "Wait, no, I
yes,
don't think that's gonna happen." So, like,
that is,
how did you get
yeah.
into it? Like, how did you even figure out that this was a thing you wanted to do, or that it existed? Because I literally haven't heard of this.
Well, thank you. And this is one of my missions, because people of our culture have heard all these negative things about hypnosis. But as someone who works with clients, I'm what you call a workshop junkie,
Mhm.
and I'm always trying to find things to support my clients and help them get the best guidance and healing modalities as quickly and as long lasting as possible. And
Yeah.
so, just within my field, hypnosis is not a stranger to me. I joined an association that is over 75 years old, the National Guild of Hypnotists. Also, I am a hypnosis instructor, and I use these modalities within my practice. Now, hypnosis is backed by the Mayo Clinic,
Okay.
is backed by Yale. Yale has a whole clinical hypnosis section that they teach and they do with their patients. Clinical hypnosis has been used to treat a wide range of conditions, including anxiety, depression, chronic pain, and addiction. So that's
Mm.
from Yale. Stanford Medicine Newsletter, they have written an article, as early as 2023, where they show that studies can work with pain. It's actually been effective to combat helping soldiers. So the VAs, they
Yeah.
use this for PTSD. It's
What in
excellent
the
for that.
world? Like
Yeah, it helps to
people
focus.
who,
Go ahead.
sorry, people who are not watching can't see that my face is all twisted and screwed up because like I am like they're hiding this. Like it sounds like something that would be way more beneficial than a lot of the drugs that they put people on and like a lot of the even talk therapy. If you add
Exactly.
some of this with talk therapy, that makes more sense than just doing one thing. It's like everything that is good and that we should know, they be hiding them in books. Like
Yes,
it's
because
study here.
that's right, Tenille. Well, it's all about the bottom line is the dollar, right? Everybody wants, and
Mm,
that pharmaceuticals, they rule, they make the money, and so things like acupressure, acupuncture, and all of the original traditional, which I'm calling traditional, they'll call what we do non-traditional, but we
right,
know it's traditional
right.
because these are things. Hypnosis has been around thousands of years,
Mhm.
thousands of years. The Egyptians used to call it a sleep. They used to have what they call chambers, where
Mhm.
they actually. A lot of people don't even know that someone famous who they follow, like Sigmund Freud, was a hypnotist.
Oh,
That's how he started.
one of the the comments says, "Yeah, you're gonna make me eat worms." That's so funny.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And
this
so
is
the
good
people,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
no,
hilarious,
people
Sharon.
think
Yeah,
that we control their mind. No one can control your mind, and there is nothing
exactly.
that we could do that you wouldn't do normally. So if I was to
Mhm.
hypnotize you and say, give me $5 million, you wouldn't do that. I don't know if you have that or not, but it's nothing that you
No,
can
yeah.
just go
Let me
ahead
pull out
and
my
give
purse.
me, right? And so yes, so I'm here to break that all those notions. When I teach the class, I have about 17 that I've listed, different myths that people have come about, and it's totally not true. So I want everybody
Wow.
to relax, because hypnosis is just about the suggestions that you want. So if you say that I'm feeling anxious, and I'll say, what do you want to feel? And you may say, I want to be able to handle my situations. When I'm anxious, I want to feel calm. I want to be peaceful. I want anything that you tell me is what I tell you when you're in this sleep state.
That's
But
so
I just
cool.
wanted to give some preface to it before we say exactly what it is and what it does, because I
Mhm.
really wanted people to know that Stanford, Yale, Harvard, they all do this, and people for some reason think that those are the uh, best institutions. Even the NIH, National Institute of Health,
Mhm.
they will say, and you can look it up and talk about what
You hear
hypnosis
that,
is.
people? Do not poo-poo anything that Miss Heart Lady says because this is legit, and she's got the research to let you know.
I got
So
the research and I have the receipts.
yes,
They have even done MRIs, and they found that during hypnosis, a part of the brain, is called the salience network, is less active. So that means the brain that starts to think, the front part of the brain now helps you to just relax and be more acceptive, and
Mhm.
helps you to decrease the pain perception and the potentiality of the pain. So what we really do when people come for particular, say, chronic pain, is help to decrease the intensity. And what I
Mm.
do is I teach my clients self-hypnosis. So I will take them through the process, and then now I will
Mhm.
teach them how to do it themselves.
Oh my
And
gosh, that's
so
so good.
that's the important thing. And then you know what? A lot of people don't know. that athletes, they go through hypnosis. If you speak to, say, like a track runner, their coaches teach them, see the end,
Hmm.
vision the end, feel yourself breaking through that ribbon. Michael Jordan,
Yep.
uh, Michael Jackson, uh, Madonna, presidents of the United States,
Yep.
um, actors, entertainers, people have used hypnotherapy to quit smoking, have used hypnotherapy to better their arts. This is not a strange thing. It's just that a lot of people, particularly our culture, don't know about it. And so I'm here as an instructor to break the myth. I really want to break the myth. That's why I start teaching it and talking about it. And so what we do is help you to get in this very, very relaxed state. This is a state like, you have you hear the alarm go off, or you're getting ready to go to sleep, or you're just waking up and you're in this like half daze.
Hmm.
So when you're in this half daze, this is the best time for you to say your own personal affirmations, because now the subconscious mind is taking it in.
Right. So that's
And
what has been said like throughout all of my years of personal development. So I started in network marketing companies over a decade ago, and that's one of the things that they always have told us. Like when you are doing like affirmations or whatever, do it right when you wake up or right before you go to sleep, so that
yeah,
you're still thinking about it as you're like hypnotizing yourself to do it. But
yeah.
that's so interesting that you can put somebody in that state if they're not about to wake up or fall asleep.
Yeah, but you put yourself in that state. We are hypnotized daily and don't recognize it. Have
Mm.
you ever driven home and said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I got home that quick"? It seems
Hmm.
as though the car just takes us where we want to go.
Right. You have to be alert when you're going somewhere. Like if you've never been there and you're looking for the directions or how to get there, and then when go back home, it's like you just did it.
Automatic.
Yeah, I do a genie nod and you got there. Like, oh, okay, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Have
crazy.
you ever cried during a movie,
Yes,
or feel teary-eyed, or really kind of
one thug
felt
tear. Like,
what the person is feeling, or what the script is telling you? Have you ever kind of like internally felt it?
yeah, even though you know that it's a movie or it's whatever, like it's not real. I know it's not real, but still you feel, or you get scared, like as if it's real when you know, like this is movie
Yes.
magic. So yeah.
Yes. So you're being hypnotized. That's
Whoa.
hypnosis. Yes.
Mind blown. That's crazy. Okay. Amazing. So how long have you been doing this? When did you decide that this was the career choice? Like, why did
Um,
you feel so passionate about this?
because of the results. Anything that I know that will not bring any harm is something that I'm interested in, that I could support and help my clients. So actually, once you learn things about like meditation and mindfulness, it all kind of connects, and
Yeah.
it just comes up. And so it wasn't like I said, "Oh, I'm going to be a hypnotist." It was like it chose me. I saw it.
Wow.
Uh, um, I became more interested. I asked all those questions that other people are asking. And when I got the answers and when I looked into the science of it, I was like, so this is really instilling the affirmations on a deeper, deeper level, in your subconscious level. So
Yo.
hypnosis is all about visualization and imagination. If
Mhm.
you can imagine, then you can be hypnotized. It's about utilizing all your senses, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you can touch. You can be in hypnosis with your eyes open.
Mhm.
When you're in hypnosis, my hypnosis, we talk during the time. So you're answering me. And no, you're not going to reveal any deep secrets, because I'm not going to be asking you that.
Ah,
But if you may reveal things that you feel comfortable enough to tell me about it, then you do. But in my office, whatever happens in my office stays in my office. Right.
wait.
So first thing
It,
we do is, I develop a trust, you know. Uh, So once we have this trust and I let you know, I talk you through everything, you feel comfortable. And there are little assessments that I do just to see how suggestible you are. Like I can tell you, Tenille, to look up with you can keep your head straight and just kind of look up like there's a window through the top of your head, and try to and keep looking up, looking up, looking up. Or try it's easier probably if you do close your eyes and look up, look up, look up, look up. And as much as you try to look up, you are looking up, and then you try to open up your eyes, but you can't open up your eyes because you're looking up, up, up. Try to open up your eyes as you're looking up, 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 up. Can you open up your eyes?
Oh my gosh. What the heck? That's crazy.
So,
Wait a minute. So how do you know? Like, okay, do you be real with me? Like, pretend nobody's listening. Just tell me this truth. If so, in your personal life, like your husband, your children, yeah, do you like do you could you hypnotize them and like get things out of them to get them to do stuff you want? You know what I mean?
no, because
No.
that would be unethical. That
Okay.
would be
Okay.
unethical.
Yeah.
And
It
so
is
I would
unethical.
never date people to do things for me. That would be and then
Oh.
again, remember what I said before, you're not going to do anything that you won't ordinarily do. And so
Oh.
hypnosis is not for that purpose. Hypnosis should not be used for ill will. And I believe that anything that you do for ill will definitely comes back on you. So I'm not
Yeah.
about that at all. And so I'm
Karma.
not
Karma.
tricking anybody. I'm not, there are different types of hypnosis as well, but I'm not tricking anybody. I'm not telling anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. And so we have an intake. And so on the intake, I will ask you all these questions. And then again, like I said earlier, what is it that you want to feel? What is it that you want to do? And those are the words and suggestions that I give you during this state.
This really sounds like something that should be on staff at hospitals, because I very vividly remember being in so much pain that I couldn't think straight.
Yes.
And all they do is give you more drugs, and that just makes you sleepy and like numbs you out completely.
Yeah.
But like there's stuff that you need to be able to feel while you're in the hospital. Be like, oh, can you feel this?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
if you don't know what's going on, I feel like that's dangerous for them to have you on so much medication that you're like out of your mind and don't know what's going on. Because
Yeah,
like,
and you don't know if you really has whatever procedure they've done, has it really worked once the pain has relieved. So I
right.
if I don't have to take pain medications, I won't. But you're absolutely right. They do have them in some hospitals. They do have hypnotist or hypnotherapist um, working in hospitals. Some of them work along clergy. Some of them work in anesthesia. Some of them work
Mm.
in labor and delivery, and what's the
Oh yeah,
dental offices. And
hypnobirthing. I've heard of.
yeah, hospice was the one I was trying to remember. And hospice also helps them to just feel relaxed and not have to feel the pain. Cancer patients, there's been a lot of research for those who, cancer patients, the aftermath of having chemo and
Mm-hmm.
radiation, all the symptoms that they may get, vomiting and sickness and hair on their tongue. Hypnosis helps to decrease any of that.
A lot of lupus patients, especially now, are doing chemotherapy. So
Yeah,
that would be something awesome for them also.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I just can't believe I'm like so shook right now that like I had no idea that this kind of existed. In my mind, it's what you do on a cruise ship when you go for one of the shows. Like I
Yeah.
never thought of it as something that was very useful. I think I want a hypnotherapist on my medical team.
I mean, I love that you said that, Tenille. Having a hypnotherapist on your medical team is just as beautiful. Right now, the insurances are understood now that things like massage therapy and acupuncture are very helpful. In my office, I use acupressure, giving them certain points that they could use to relax when they feel like they're going to have an anxiety attack, or they
Mm.
just need to relax. And hypnosis, I can teach them certain points or trigger words that they can use. I have one client recently, she said, I want to feel powerful. And so
Mm.
I put her into this relaxation state, and we talked about the things that she wants to feel. And I said, anytime you use the word powerful, you will feel powerful. You will feel confident. And so we do a little test on it to make sure that it is stuck. And so now she texted me the other day. She didn't like networking, and she says that she doesn't know what to say, and she doesn't feel confident when she's by herself and she has to do a networking event. And she
Mhm.
says she went the other day, and she said, just before I went in, I closed my eyes, I took a deep breath, and I said, powerful. And she said, when I was walking in, I was like, powerful. And she said, well, she was shocked how confident she was and comfortable she was when
Yeah.
she walked in and people came to her and she knew what words to say. So,
Let's go. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. So you said you wanted to do a demonstration.
okay.
We are so we're gonna do a small demonstration. I don't know what she's gonna have me do, but something. And then we'll do our reading of the comments and closing remarks. Okay. Okay. So
All
go ahead.
right. So I want to thank you again. So I put a disclaimer that this does not replace any medical advice. And you want to make sure that anytime you're doing hypnosis, and if you wanted to do it along with Tenille, that you shouldn't be in a moving vehicle, and you want to make sure that you're in a safe place.
Mm,
And so start off with just for you to take a moment and feel yourself seated in your position there, making sure you feel comfortable.
mhm,
And I invite you to, when you're ready, to gently close your eyes
mm,
and allow your body to begin to relax. Now take a slow, deep breath. I'm going to do it with you, and we're going to count to 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 8. Here we go. Breathe in and hold, and blow out slowly for the count of 8, and letting all the tension in your body go, tension in your neck. Maybe you have tension in your shoulders. Just breathe. Again now. Let's take another deep breath. In for the count of 4. Hold it and exhale, blowing like you're blowing through a straw, slowly for the count of 8. And as you're breathing out, imagine your whole body softening. Just a wave of relaxation. Now I'd like you to picture your whole body, relaxation just flowing from the top of your head down through your shoulders, feeling that relaxation even more, your arms, your chest, all the way down to your feet. With each breath, your body feels calmer, more at ease, very relaxed. And as you continue to hear my voice, you feel even more relaxed. As you settle into this peaceful state, just imagine the area of pain in your body. Now, see it surrounded by a beautiful, soft, healing light. That light could be any color you want it to be. Maybe it's your favorite color. It's just soft and it just feels warm and it's covering that part of the pain. And with every breath, that gentle, beautiful light begins to soothe that discomfort. It's like ice made melting away under the warm sun. Yes. Notice how the sensation begins to shift and feels less heavy. Allow that discomfort in your body begin to feel relief. Allow yourself to believe, even for just these few moments, that your body is safe, calm, and healing. Just breathe it in, feeling the peace and the calm, and allow that light to surround you like a blanket, feeling comfortable and peaceful. Let's take one more breath. Take a deep, deep breath. And in a moment, not now, I'm going to ask you to slowly bring your awareness to the room. This is the Heart Lady reminding you to carry comfort into your body and calm into your heart. Now, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and when you're ready, flicker your eyes and gently open your eyes with a smile.
Oh, that was so lovely. That was so lovely. I kind of was forgetting that people could see me. And it wasn't like a fall asleep snore type of sleep feeling. It was like just like so calm and peaceful. I don't know. That was great. That was great.
So that's a quick, short, and easy way. Just a quick demonstration on how I would help someone just concentrate on the pain. There will be other modalities that I use that you can that will support it even more. Because remember, chronic pain, you've lived with it, but you can't stand it. And you want to know, what
Mm-hmm.
can I do? And I don't sick and tired of taking those pills and taking the chemo that gives all these adverse reactions. So
Mm-hmm.
is there a way that I can do this, decrease the intensity? Or
Right.
is there a way? I've tried, I've had a client who smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. That client smoked 6 cigarettes before she got dressed.
What?
6 cigarettes
Damn.
before she got dressed. And then the habit was, after she got herself ready and she took her coffee, she'd smoke another cigarette. Then when she was on her way to work, she wouldn't smoke another cigarette. Then when she got to work, before she got in the building, she would smoke another cigarette.
Does she even ever breathe oxygen? Does that ever happen? Like, no? She's just like,
Listen,
that's
listen.
crazy.
And so it was a habit. So what do I have to figure out? I have to figure out, or not I, we figure out, because everything I do is shared decision making. So we
Mm-hmm.
figure out, what is it satisfying? Because somebody who smokes like that is satisfying something.
Yeah,
And when did
everything
it
that you
begin?
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when did it begin? And what is the thoughts and the beliefs around what the cigarette smoking does? When we
Mm-hmm.
unravel that, now the person is more understanding, more receptive of the healing process. Same thing
Mm-hmm.
when people overeat or emotionally eat, or want to be able to get rid of weight. Same thing. I particularly work with it with relationships when this jealousy or this trust factor, um, this way to learn how to communicate so they stop yelling, because a lot of these things, how we learn how to deal with conflict is how our parents taught us, how we
Mm-hmm.
punished ourselves, how they punished us.
Yeah.
Then there's the low self-esteem, what has been told to us from childhood that we've carried into adulthood, that we carry into our relationships. So the way I process is, everything is on 3 levels:
Mm-hmm.
physical, emotional, and spiritual. And because I have a clinical background, when you come in, yes, I want to see your labs. Yes, I want to know what medication, what supplements you're taking.
Mm.
Yes, I want to know, are you seeing a doctor? And making sure that you are following up with that. Yes, when you come in, I'm going to take your blood pressure. I'm going to check your heart rate, because if we're doing emotional work, I need to know that you're ready and that you can handle it. On the emotional level, I do want to know how you process whatever the issue that you're coming in with. So we talk about that. And the spiritual level is actually the work that we do, whether it's breath work, hypnosis, meditation, talk therapy, life coaching, health coaching. All of that is what helps you become the whole self.
It is so comprehensive, and I love that. It's so like, I love that even though you are, hypnosis is your thing, you are treating the whole human and taking into account all the things, because a lot of times people go to do something that's not standard medicine and they just like hyper focus on one tiny part and it doesn't help them, or it like does an adverse effect or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's very important to be comprehensive with the entire human being. Everything that's
Yeah.
going on has some kind of factor. Everything you do, even if it's something you hate that you do, you're
Yeah.
doing it for a benefit of some kind. You have to find that benefit and
Yeah.
treat your whole body, spirit, and mind
Yeah.
in like what's going on. And I
Yeah.
love that you say that. So I'm gonna read some comments and then
Okay.
we're gonna get the last nuggets. So I'm gonna go to Facebook. So if you are watching me today, you're watching me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And Karen said, I'm curious about the 5 argument styles. I looked that up when you talked about it because I was like, I had never heard of that, and I feel not very smart. So I looked it up, and it says the 5 common argument conflict styles are competing, collaborating, compromising, avoiding, and accommodating, as outlined in by Thomas Kilman, Conflict Mode Instrument. Uh, these styles describe how people approach conflicts, balancing their assertiveness, focus on self with cooperativeness, or focus on other to find a solution. So I guess that's a book. I guess we should find it because I literally
Yeah.
argument styles. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "Let me ask Google because I
There
know
are
what the
argument styles. There are apology styles. That's the
meaning."
one I was talking about, the 5 languages of apology. How do we apologize? So some people, you can just say, hey, I'm sorry. And people are, okay, I'm good with that. And then there are other people's like, I'm sorry. I will never do this again. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I know I did this, and that. What can I promise that I will never ever do it again? Or what can I do that can help support you? So there are different ways. And so what I do, because I love assessments are not for me, but assessments help you think. And so I do these short,
Mm,
I give these short
that's
assessments
true.
so people can figure out for themselves what's my conflict style, what's my communication style, what's my apology style, how well do I say sorry, what does that mean to me, assessments on self-trust. So I love these things. It's fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to my clients. So they get to say, oh, I didn't even realize that I think this. And with couples, they be like, oh, I know this is what you're going to say. And it was like, oh, I didn't even figure that out and learn something new about themselves. That's my
Mm-hmm.
joy. When you learn something new about yourself, I don't give advice. I just share different perspectives. And wherever you want to start working from, that's where we'll start working for. If you ask
Yeah.
my opinion, I'll give it to you. But yeah.
Right.
So
I
thank
love
you,
it. I love it.
viewer. Yes.
So, and then I also got hypnosis as a healing modality. Love it. We have to do our own research. A combo of traditional and other can be way more effective. They call it a different things, but yes, envision it before it happens. Oh, you were talking about athletes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It would be beneficial to have in hospital settings. You got some new options, Tenille. Yeah. Um, you yeah. And yes, it's part of part of a medical team. Beautiful wisdom here, 100%. Thank you so much for sharing today live. Ooh, everybody, tell me if you're live or if you're watching the recorded. I'm just nosy. I would like to know. Thank you.
Yeah, we want to know.
Authentic, so much wisdom right here. Thank you for sharing. A good assessment can uncover so much before any treatment. Yes, Karen, it really can. And I love that she said it's not just for her, it's for both of you. It's for you to like start thinking something new. That's so cool. I haven't really thought of it like that, but it's so true. Okay, we're gonna go to Instagram. Instagram. People are live. Tony Smith says he loves this podcast. Great afternoon from Strong Island. Hello, Miss. Always destined for greatness. Great afternoon, ladies. Jean. Tony Smith is watching from Washington, D.C. We got D. Kundalini. We've got blessed and wonderful afternoon to all from Stay Inspired with Shaw. And hello, Tenille, Dallas in the house. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for paying attention to such a different topic, because as much I've been having different therapists on lately, and it's just so different than I thought. I'm so grateful that I have just like met these people and have had these amazing conversations that are documented, so you can always go back and listen. So if you were going to leave the audience with one nugget, one last thing that if they don't remember anything else, you want them to remember this, what would you tell
Healing starts in the heart. I
them?
believe that um, where the mind meets the body meets the cells, where the
Mhm.
cells meet regeneration, and regeneration meets transformation, and transformation creates a new, healthy, vibrant you. And so,
Yeah.
if anything, at night, scan your body, talk to your body. Where do you feel where do you feel discomfort? And you have the power to heal yourself. You just need some guidance. People like me, Sharon the Heart Lady, will work with you so that you can learn to do it for yourself because
Yeah.
you are the healer, not us, not the doctors. You are the healer.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much. I love it. And like to collaborate with what she said, um, I really do think that all the thoughts that we're thinking and all that, like they're little prayers. We're talking to God, right? And He's given us every tool to be able to heal ourselves. Like it's all within us, and all that we can, the knowledge to eat the right foods and do the right workouts and drink the right water and all that kind of stuff. And we at night, I've done this for so long now. After I read Goodbye Autoimmune Disease by Dr. Goldman. Go scan my whole body when I lay down, especially when I'm not feeling well. Scan my whole
Yes.
body, and I say thank you for every part of my body, and I think about it as I'm talking about it. Thank you,
Yes.
toes. Thank you for studying my body. Like I appreciate every single one of you, and like whatever I think is wrong with you, like you're perfect. I'm so grateful that you're here. Like be grateful for the body that you have, and acknowledge that pain is your body telling you something. So it's
It's
not
yes, it's telling you to pay attention. And a
right.
lot of the things that we do is like if you've had a headache, maybe you need to think about the stress.
Mm-hmm,
It's people who have asthma. Are you speaking what's on your mind? People
mm-hmm,
who have anger problems, take a looking at your kidneys and your liver. People who have, I'll tell you one quick thing before we go. My son kept on twisting his ankle and I said, and he says, I've been in this route. I keep on twisting my ankle. I said, so what is your body telling you? Your
mm-hmm.
ankles are telling you, what does the ankles do for you? They keep you balanced and they help you to become flexible. So I asked him, what is coming up that you're so stubborn that you don't want to be more flexible about? And I was like,
Ooh,
oh
that's
my
good.
gosh. And he said what it was. And now in one day, the healing went away. The ankle issue went away.
That's crazy. I love that. Okay. Well, y'all had a sample. Otherwise, you book her. I'm gonna put all of Sharon the Heart Lady's
And that's
information.
THEE, the heart lady, not
Yes,
the,
heavy
but
on
the.
the. Okay, she is the one, the Heart Lady. Okay, and we're gonna put all her information into the description box. I'm gonna be everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that this episode is live by tonight on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on Facebook, Instagram. I will put clips on Tickety Tockety and YouTube. So find this episode and do that meditation that we did today. Thank you so much for being here, Sharon. This was really cool.
Thank
Very
you.
different than anything that I've had happen on my show, and I've loved it. Hey, Carrie, thanks for being here. You guys have a fantastic day. Come back next week. We got to debrief. It's September 1st, last quarter of the year. How did this happen? Where did it go? We need to talk about our winter arc. What are we doing?
That's right.
Yes, yeah, strategy session. All need to be in attendance. Okay. All
That's
right.
right. You got to
Yeah.
plant those seeds.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen. All right,
All
guys.
right.
Have a great day. Stay happily healed. Thank you so much. Bye.